Hi there, Pisces. Welcome to your December 2025 love reading. And this is going to be for anyone who is single and looking or in a relationship that isn't working for them. So it's going to be universal as a love reading. I know it's been quite a while since I have posted a video on my second channel, and even now, it's like a little bit like I hope I post all the signs because I really want to. But yeah, so let me just see what comes up here. For some reason, I was guided to do Pisces first. So pick an additional card. I usually don't. Okay. I usually don't pick the last card that I picked, but Five of Wands can have a certain meaning that I felt like I wanted to pick an additional card. So the heart of the matter is the Page of Wands, which can be receiving good news, something that makes you feel very happy. So even if you're single, this might be coming from someone that you already know, because we are in a Mercury retrograde, and sometimes you hear back from people from your past. And so it could be a past love interest or an ex. When I say love interest, somebody that you wanted to have a relationship with but that didn't work out, or someone who you might have had some kind of fling with or a crush on. And if you are in a committed relationship and maybe you feel this sense of being trapped in that relationship, the Page of Wands, pages can be, I mean, you could hear the same thing, even if you're in a committed relationship. But pages are about messages, and wands is fire energy. So it could be a message, even like from a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, or beginning the stages of something with that person. Beginning the stages does not mean having an affair or anything like that. It could mean that you are communicating with this person. I do feel and again, this could be somebody from your past. But the other thing that the page can be, when we talk about messages or communication, when we communicate to ourselves, what do we call that? We call those thoughts. So it could, to me, it could even be like an idea that you have of what is possible for you, because maybe you're in a situation that you've been in for so long that you don't realize that it doesn't have to be that way. It can be something else. In the past position, we have the Seven of Swords. For people who are in committed relationships, this can be cheating, in that not necessarily you, maybe your significant other, or somehow some sort of deceit, thievery. Actually, Seven of Swords can even be like physical theft of property, in other words. But it sometimes this card can be about going your own way, strategizing on your own, keeping your cards, pardon the pun, close to your vest as you strategize maybe your exit strategy for getting out of a marriage that you're not happy in. If you're single, this can be that you're just doing your own thing and you're not necessarily, maybe you're not unhappy, but if the right person came along, you'd be like, hey, yeah, sure, no problem. The higher message is the Six of Cups. This is a card of the soulmate. And I do think for Pisces, regardless, that's something that you really think about and believe in. that there is somebody out there that you're meant to be with. And so if you don't really feel that strong connection to someone, you might say, um, you know, this must not be the one. Now, of course, a Pisces person has to guard against being too, I don't like to say too idealistic, because I think we should be idealistic, but actually that's exactly what I mean, because sometimes a Pisces person might be expecting more than is possible in life, because they think it's supposed to show up in a certain way, and I think there's always a danger in doing that, um, because then nothing is good enough unless it's this perfect thing. And so you don't want to go the other direction either, either being cynical or being expecting perfection. What crosses you is the King of Swords. This can be like a current partner who is very cut off from their feelings. And of course, you're a water sign, so that's not going to work very well for somebody like you. Could be, kings can be fathers. So if you come from that background, whether you're single or currently in a relationship, you may have grown up with a father who was not emotionally available, and so that's very familiar to you. Whether or not you like it is a different story, but it feels familiar. You might be drawn to that type of person. And that can lead you to pick somebody who is like that, even though you may feel like it isn't like good, like it's not something that you want, but it still is something that feels comfortable in a strange sort of way. Um, what is coming in is the Eight of Cups. This is a card of leaving behind what no longer serves you, leaving behind what no longer feels fulfilling. So, in a relationship, I mean, it's kind of obvious that it refers to being in a relationship with someone, and maybe at one time it felt fulfilling and it no longer feels that way, and you're able to move on. Even if you're single, maybe you're kind of holding out hope for someone that they're going to come back. And that is, it's so, the energy is so much stronger when you are the one who is dictating what you're going to do with your emotions. And I shouldn't have said dictate, but direct what you're going to do with your emotions. So basically, it's like, no, that relationship isn't what I wanted and isn't going to work out. So I am going to move on energetically, because you're not with that person. If you're single now, you're not with that person physically, but you still may be attached to them emotionally. The outcome is the Five of Wands. There could be something that comes up for you in December that connects with, I don't want to say like emotional upheaval necessarily, but maybe some kind of conflict, or it simply could be that you are putting yourself out there. There used to be a term called meat market, and I think women would say that about going to a singles bar or something. It was very 70-ish. Or, going out there and meeting men, but it not being necessarily that satisfying, because it was feeling like you're a piece of meat. It had like a double meaning. And I picked a clarification card. I got the Ace of Cups, which can be new beginnings in love. So it's really about keeping your heart open. And even if you feel a sense that something isn't exactly how you want it to be, that you're willing to believe, trust the universe that the person that is for you is there, your soulmate. Okay, that's what I have for you. If you'd like a private reading, the link is below. Take care. Bye.